between Bravado and Krypto, MGMS, round 4. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the winner of this one will go through to the winners bracket final. Oh, I'm just gonna have a look for you again just to make sure. But if you have just missed a few out of a few matches, Ventus just in a round map 5 beat White Rabbit to advance and drop White Rabbit down to losers bracket. Some great games coming out in this MGMS 12,000 Rand pot prize. Can't wait for this to get underway. But Brendan, well, Brendan's with me once again, Patrick. Who do you think's coming out on top?
I don't know. Most games I could give a prediction, but I really don't know. I think if Krypto plays from the start, gives their all, then I definitely think that Krypto can take the win. But I think this is going to be very, very close.
Yeah, will be definitely very close. But Lithium already on a 3 streak, but does now get taken out. First points is on the board for Bravado as they start racking them up. Krypto hasn't dropped a map coming to this matchup, as hasn't or I don't think Bravado has, and they going strong. Some kills going down, 3 down now for Bravado, and Krypto is now looking to get an heal.
It looks like Lithium is just going off, annihilating everything in his path.
Yeah, there's 10 seconds left. Rotation is set already for Bravado, as Freaks is in next hill, going to anchor that down, and Krypto is going to look to break. But Brendan, earlier or yesterday or earlier streams, we saw that Krypto is one of those teams that don't really rotate early, they rather break. And do you think this might not be the strategy for this one, or do you think they stick to their guns and just break teams as they usually do?
No, I really don't think it's a very, very good play, because we do know that Bravado are incredibly experienced and very, very good team. So trying to break a hard point is very, very difficult, as I actually say that. They managed to break the hard point, but still, it's not the most reliable. It's very inconsistent, so I think rotation would just be better than trying to break the hill.
Yes, but now the score currently 42 to 39 in the favor of Bravado, as they have early rotation, but looks like White Rabbit fortunately stopped there by Vadex and Scorpio. They're going to have to regroup and quickly break this, as the 50-point mark is broken by Bravado, as Keres is sitting in medic, looking for some kills of his own, and trying to put the advantage in Krypto's favor, as Sharpie does kill his own teammate in the forms of Sharky there, and Krypto breaks.
Yeah, this is very... Krypto, I'll give them props. They definitely do know how to break a hard point, but I just think it's still very, very unreliable compared to just rotating and just setting up earlier, so there's no need to break it. You can get that time from the start.
Keres is now sitting back. I do think he saw someone there of Bravado. He does kill Scorpio. Sharpie does kill Vadex. They now rotated to the next hill. Probably will be met by Lithium. Lithium does get the kill there. He's currently 9 and 9, so he's going neutral at the moment. And they have a 6, say, almost now leading to 20-point lead over Krypto.
No, this is going to be... I do think this is going to be a very, very close game. This is... I don't want to say it's going to be very inconsistent, but it's not going to be your average 3-0 game.
No, I do agree with you. Krypto, very strong team. They're going to look to break this hill, as 2 players of Bravado is in no idea. One will say White Rabbit, as we have just casted them, but Krypto does break. Sharpie is in the hill. He does need to get down, as players from both sides now not in the hill. 15 seconds left to play. Teams should now be rotating.
Yeah, and we do see... Well, we see both teams actually split fairly across the map. But we do still see Bravado with a bit of map control on middle, which might Might be broken out by Krypto. It looks like Krypto's on a mission to just try and break that middle.
There's Waffle now sitting in hill. He just slid past and killed Scorpio that's in the hill. One of the players from Bravado is in showers, does get shots off on Waffle and does take him out as Carries unfortunately couldn't kill Vadex. Sharpie does take care of him. Sharpie does find one, does not find the second in the sights of Scorpio. Waffle is still in hill, looking to break things back. 25 seconds left. And Brendan, would you say great time to rotate?
Oh, definitely. This is the time where you just keep one player left in hill and the rest need to be setting up on next already to slay off anyone with the intention to break the hill before you can even get the chance to probably get the points or set up that hill.
Yeah, but looks like if we check it on minimap, the players of Bravado already set up for next. So once again, Krypto is going to look to break as Freaks takes out Waffle outside, but all trades coming outside of the hard point, and Scorpio getting to 2 crucial kills. Krypto still not spawning too far out. They're going to look to break ASAP as Bravado is 120 to 98 points over the side of Krypto.
Yeah, 30 points and maybe now 40, okay. About 30-40 odd points. My math is quite shit, so I'm not even going to try to attempt that. So, okay, 30 points. So, I think it's going to be very, very hard for Krypto to not necessarily catch up, but take this dominance that Bravado is having over them and just turn it against them so they can actually keep all the kills as we see. Lithium all almost getting the third, but getting traded out by Scorpion. See, we should see Bravado, actually we see Krypto taking the hill now. And Bravado splitting up as we see Vadex coming from behind. You should pick off Waffles, and but Kerez might beat him to it.
Yeah, Bravado breaking as I don't think Krypto was set up correctly. Bravado looking to run away with things as Krypto not really dominating any hill at the moment.
Yeah, they might. It looks like Bravado is taking quite a lead, almost with a 70-point lead now. Actually 63, but it's still. This is going to be quite a lead to catch up from for Krypto.
We can see that that hill is now left alone, but 2 players from Krypto already rotated. They will now be met in a player on the forms of Scorpio and the back, but Waffle does trade him, and they have early points in the next, but looks like Bravado is going to break that again as now Waffle tends not to push that. He just runs back, probably the right play to do, as you'll now be pushed and does not find the kill. 4 down from the side of Krypto, and looking good for Bravado at the moment.
Yeah, very, very good. They're actually playing exquisitely well with not only their map positioning but also their gunfights. They seem to be winning 90% of their gunfights, which is essentially what you want to be doing. So we actually see Bravado with a 100-point lead now.
Yeah, 100-point lead over Krypto. You don't often see that facing a quality side like Krypto. Just from my point of view, I think Krypto just started off slow, and the gunning, the slaying power from Bravado showing their capability to keep up with Krypto and even surpass them. So they're looking already to rotate as those 2 players can't shoot through that glass. They just played around that. Krypto is in heal. Scorpio is still on a 2 streak. We are still with him. Does find another one. 3 streak for him. Turns around. Does not find another player as Bravado is 10 points from securing this first HP.
And it actually looks like they will. There we go. We do see Bravado. Actually, I do have my scores right this time. We do see Bravado taking the win 250 to 114 over Krypto, which is quite odd. You don't really see that against a team like Krypto.
Yeah, you wouldn't say it's unexpected, as Bravado is a great team to be reckoned with in the Quad-ZA. So we'll see if Krypto can just bounce back, slay out a bit more. As I said before, Krypto very slay dependent, would and could possibly come back and take the series. It's still in their grasp. But Bravado just looking too good in that first HP, taking it 250 to 114.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're very happy with the host.
Yeah, I do think
I'm guessing that's what they're changing.
yeah, I think that is what they're changing. I don't know who will be the next host. I'll just make sure quickly from them, and then I'll get back to you. But in the meantime, we'll quickly see the maps that these two players are, or these two teams will be playing, as they just started off with a round 4 with a breakout HP. They will be moving along to retail SND. Then will be on oh, the next map will be uplink on throwback. If it goes the distance that we all do think it might, it will be stuck on the same map throwback HP, and then we'll end off in a map 5 breakout SND. If it goes the distance, I do think it will probably go the distance, but I'm still giving the edge at the moment towards Bravado, as they look dominating in that first. They did dominate in that first HP, and Krypto is gonna need to bounce back ASAP, and we'll quickly see if.
You can join on me, Del Rey. It looks like Sharky might be hosting.
Okay, Shark is hosting. There's no problem with that, as Bravado is the higher seed, so they can they could or did host the first match, but they wanted a neutral. But Krypto not liking that neutral too much, so they have switched around, and now Sharky will host the S&D on retail. But if you have just joined us, first HP, don't go to Bravado. Quite dominating performance from them. And if you please be so kind to please leave your prediction in the chat. Who do you think? Do you think after seeing what Bravado did to Krypto in that first HP, do you think it's more or less the same story coming into this S&D, or do you think Krypto is going to bounce back and then take this S&D to tie up the series 1-1? Please leave your prediction. We'll get to them as we go along. But Brendan, after, as I said, after seeing that HP, who are you giving this S&D to?
I'm not sure. We did see Bravado absolutely dominate against Krypto, but I still think that SND can go in any direction. So it's really, I think this can go in any direction. But if I had to choose who I think will take this SND, I'm just gonna have to go with Bravado, as they do have more experience and they've just been completely dominant at this point.
Yeah, first blood goes in there from Bravado and finds Sharpie unaware from those two players flanking from behind. But Keres is now getting bombed down. We'll see where he intends to push. He's going to push Market with one of his teammates, and I think Bravado might be aware of that, as they don't push that back Market side. But player number 1 being Sharky, that's in Bike Shop, will be met with some players. And he does see one, does not get the kill. Scorpio does get him. Vadex carries now, as one is already on the bomb for Bravado.
Yeah, and I think they will definitely, yeah. And this round does go to Bravado.
Yeah, Bravado taking round 1 with ease, I might add, as I don't think Krypto was set up 100% correct, as Vadex just wall ran here and jumped over that wall. Something you won't see in the next squad, as it's back to boots on the ground. I know some of us is really excited to see that, or most of us is excited to see that, but round 1 did go to Bravado.
Yeah, this is gonna be I think the next 2 rounds just gonna determine in which direction this is gonna go, depending on who's more dominant. But there can always be a change in who is more dominant, but it looks like we will see Lithium getting the bomb down on A, with his whole team on bridge along with him. Ooh, someone with a sniper in hand, I heard that, and it's Vadex.
Yeah, Vadex has the sniper in hand, will be looking to find someone. He did spot someone at that back tank, and does shoot and does not get the kill. He has the Hailstorm, a very OP gun, but Krypto clutching up.
Managed. Sure.
Yeah, they did clutch up. Now brings the round, or the round count to 1 apiece. They did quite well. I don't think they agreed on the mutual thing of banning Alstom as it's very OP. I know most teams would rather not have that gun in play, but they're not agreeing upon that. Both, oh, I don't think one team actually mentioned that, but don't think they care. Round is one apiece, and like the first one. Oh, well, quickly have a look at your score. 2-1, 2-1 on the other side. 2-1, 2-1. So people just trading out at the moment, very equal as is the score.
And we do see the side of Krypto actually pushing bridge, but will they push through? No, we do see areas getting bombed down.
Player number 7 being Vadex, and his other teammate being Astro Lithium did push back. Yeah, Vadex does get taken out. Lithium is still there, now intends to push back with his team as they can stack the bomb 3 players strong.
And I think they might just manage to overpower the side of Krypto. And we do see Sharky left, and he does not get that. I think Lithium should definitely take... Oh, there we go. Lithium being 50 off his scarab, it would have been quite stupid not to give it to him.
Yeah, next round goes to Bravado, and they take the lead once again over Krypto. 2-1 to them, and if it goes anything as the previous S&Ds as we watched, the next round will probably go to Krypto.
Yeah, it's most likely to go to Krypto because I think the defense is very, very good. So I think this is going to be the same type of S&D like we saw with 50-50 slash Yen or Yen slash 50-50.
Lithium
and
there with a big
Lithium,
two-piece. Big two-piece coming in from Lithium. He's currently 6-2. We'll jump on board with him as he has a FTL. 150 away from his Trinity Rocket. 50 away now. Someone's mic is being weird nonsense there, but he uses his scarab and now going to be looking for some players. He's chasing one in the forms of, I think that was Sharpie. Sharpie, yes, he is top and going to look to find some players and does find one. He's last alive, does not find the other.
Lithium should have full streaks now
and take a further advantage. 3-1 over Krypto in this S&D, and Lithium might be fully streaked out.
Yeah, I was gonna say this might go in anyone's direction, but the way it's looking now with Lithium the God, I really think this will just go to Bravado. No,
yeah.
Lithium only 50 off his bombardment.
Now let's jump on board with him. He has FTL to work with, so he's 50 points away. He's gonna look to find some more kills. Does just shoot some shots off there as one player is now pushing up on plat. Sees one, does get the kill, so he's fully streaked out. Does find another one on Keres, so he's going huge. He already knows where bomb is, and will find another one. So he's on a rampage. He's 10-2. Sharky left alive. We'll see if he can make any difference.
This is definitely, this player's a god. Whoosh.
And some shaky shots.
Close to his scarab yet again.
Some shaky shots there from Sharky. But as you can see, the players of Krypto 2-5, 4-4, 2-5, 3-4. Most of them are all negative. They need to pick up things as they are one player in the forms of Astro Lithium, 11-2, absolutely carrying the side of Bravado at the moment.
Yeah, he's on a streak, isn't he? He should be on quite a massive streak. Just has not really sure.
I think he might.
Yes,
he is going to call in some streaks or just use it as a ping. I think. He did call them in, see if he can pick up any players as him and his teammate Vadex is left alive. He doesn't pick up any kills with his bombardment, still playing it back. 2 versus 2, well, let's see who comes out on top. Does use like more streaks. Does use more streaks, but unfortunately yet again doesn't find any players. And player number 3 being Sharpie and 7 Vadex being close to each other. We'll see if they can meet up and possibly take a man advantage.
Sharpie and Lithium just trading places on this map.
Time's ticking down. See if they can find anyone, as player number 7 is Vadex. He's back there. Oh, now does spot one. Yes, does spot one. Will he start shooting? Yes, he does. So he gave away his position. Unfortunately, did not get the kill there, but he's with Lithium. Lithium has FTL. Woo! Waffle taking out Lithium with a car. Does shots come down, and does, oh, Vadex does take out Sharpie. Waffle versus Vadex. Who's gonna come out on top? He's the aggressor. Waffle does take him out. Waffle does end the round there and takes it a bit closer to Bravado, but shaky as they Bravado almost took that round, but Waffle stopping them.
Yeah, I don't know why Lithium called in all his streaks that round. Was he so confident that he would get them all back, or did he just try and get this easy round? Me personally, I would have waited until they pushed somewhere or needed to plant somewhere where I knew they were out in the open, because when he tried to use his bombardment, they were all separated over the map, and you could see that because you could watch your minimap and see where shots are being fired. So, like right now, you could use your bombardment right now and almost get this guarantee of 3 kills.
Yeah, bomb does come down there. Nice strat there coming from Krypto, pushing right through mid and then going around to, so it takes Lithium out, and Waffle's now going to be looking to get someone that is market. He does his no there, so he gets him in a 2v2 situation yet again. Oh, but now Scorpio, the last one alive for Bravado, and does get taken out by, was that Shocky, I think? That gets him, and looked like almost around the corner. Keres does get the shots there. Nice accuracy from him, not missing a bullet, and bringing it to 1 round away to equal the score. But Bravado is still leading 4-3.
Yeah, it looks like they might have bitten off a bit more than they could chew. I still think Lithia made a very, very big mistake to call in his streaks that early. And it looks like, just like the camo play, it's coming back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah, 2 players now from Krypto pushing right back. A great strat probably from them, but a Scarab comes in, will jump on board with player number 2, that's Waffle. I think he knows exactly where these players are, but Keres now pushes him. Keres pushes even further up, does find Vadex, gives them a man advantage at the moment, as Scorpio and Lithium is left alive. He does see someone top there. Will he find the kill? Yes, Lithium.
Ooh,
Some nice shots on Shocky as he was on a head glitch. Bomb is down at B. Scorpio finds another. Waffle left alive. Will he clutch up?
He might. The timing. He just got off.
Pre-fired
the
there.
prediction there was quite on point.
Krypto had the man advantage. Just should have played together, played a bit slower, but Scorpio with a nice prediction there, and then picking up Waffle, unfortunately for Krypto, and Bravado 1 round away from taking the SND and extending the series to 2-0.
Yeah, and it looks like the side of Krypto, I probably believe that they don't have their heads down in the gutter. They're still ready for this game, and it might just be the helping it back. But as I say, that Lithia manages to take out Sharky from the side of flat. Scorpio gets through it, but will they be taken out from behind? Ooh, Waffle left.
Waffle is left alive, finds one, does not find the second,
and does not.
And Bravado closes it out, taking this SND 6-3. As you can see, a huge game from Lithium, as he was the aggressor, and 14-4 for him. But if you got a player going 14-4, it doesn't matter if your teammate goes 2-7 if you take the game 6-3.
Yeah, I definitely think it would have been a quicker game if Freak got those crucial kills for his team. And it seems like Krypto, they all went negative, but their kills were quite consistent, close to each other. Waffle actually leading with 1 kill over Sharpie, going 7 for 8, still negative. And it looks like
Bravado
change of host yet again.
Yeah, Bravado will now be hosting yet again to close out the series. We'll see if Krypto can perform that reverse sweep, as they are one map away from being knocked down to the losers bracket. But I don't think Krypto would just give up that easily. We'll see if they can take a map off Bravado, but Bravado looking strong at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. They're not a team to be reckoned with, and I think they're busy proving that at the moment.
Yes, they are indeed. But if you have just joined us, first HP did go to the side of Bravado, as did this S&D just now. So things looking good for Bravado. 2-0 series lead for them. The loser will get knocked down to the losers bracket, and the winner of this will advance to the quickly have a look for you. I think it's round 5 being the winners bracket final. So the winner here is half, or we could say is almost there. So we'll see if who goes through here. But as at the moment, it looks like Bravado all the way.
Yeah, definitely. They've been the more consistent team, the more dominant team, and I think this is just going to carry through to the uplink and guarantee them that win.
Yeah, things looking bad for Krypto and good for Bravado. Uplink on Throwback is the next map. Do you think that maybe Bravado has the advantage coming into Throwback HP, as I don't think it's Krypto's best map, but we see if they can turn things around, as they have the following 3 maps. They need to win all the following 3 maps, performing a reverse sweep if possible, but standing in their way is this great Bravado team.
Yeah, and do you think it's likely for Krypto to come back and get the reverse sweep on Bravado?
Well, if Krypto starts off well in this uplink and do intend to take it, I think they can, as they a very strong team. But Bravado is looking the way they're looking at the moment. I think it's highly unlikely, but if it's being Krypto, it's possible.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's possible, yet unlikely.
Yes, I do agree with you.
I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does, that'll be a story worth telling.
Yeah, I do agree with you. We'll see if Krypto can bring this back. If we look at the losers bracket, and we'll quickly see where they fall into. I think they fall into this bracket where they will be met with EN over 18 once again. If they beat the teams that leads on. I'm looking at the bracket, and Ian looks the strongest at the moment coming out there, as White Rabbit and Vinko is already in the losers bracket on that side. But kicking things off, we'll start off with Lithium, as yeah, the beast of an S&D game. 1 map away from taking the series 3-0, and 3 maps away from Krypto taking the series.
Yeah, like we just said, it's possible, it's happened before. Is it unlikely? Yes. I hate to be negative towards the guys at Krypto, but I feel that Bravado is just too strong at the moment, and I think it's just going to carry on into this uplink.
Lithium does find 1, Freaks does find 1, so 2 down early on, 3 down early on for Krypto. Lithium has the ball in hand, and now going to look for a 1-pointer. Does look like he's going to get it, and he does get the 1-pointer, so early points coming in for Bravado.
Quite a beautiful throw, I must say. That was... I had doubts about that throw, but being the Lithium that we all know... Ooh, Vadex shooting body a little bit too long, doesn't matter. Being the Lithium that we know that it's definitely possible, and it's not something that take lightly when it comes to Lithium.
Yeah, 3 players down now from Bravado, so it's Krypto's turn to cause some havoc in their spawn. As Sharpie picks up another one, Keres is going to be looking to push up Lemon. Unfortunately does not kill Vadex, and Sharpie picks up 1. Ball still in their spawn. Sharpie does pick now pick up ball with a lead teammate that will try and slay out. As a one pointer does come in, rather being safe and getting that 1 pointer. As we said, 1 pointers very, very crucial. If you know you're going to get shut down, rather go for the 1 point.
Yeah, and I think that was quite a beautiful push that Krypto did. So it looks like they're definitely bringing their A game to this uplink. Definitely not taking any chances.
But Vadex looks like his hit rate on this host is incredible, as he's absolutely gunning the plays, as he's 6 and 4 currently. And Krypto did slay them out and now look to advance forward with the ball.
Yeah, this is... I don't even know what to say. I'm so amazed by how Krypto is actually still playing, even though they do have the disadvantage of being 2 maps down. It still amazes me how well they are playing.
Yeah, last alive for Krypto now is Sharpie, as his players are spawning up. He does see one back there in the form of Vadex, does skill him, now plays his life for his teammates to respawn and protect him.
Looks like Freaks is moving up towards the spawn of Krypto, trying to see if he maybe picked him up from behind. He does have help middle from Vadex, a little bit slow.
Yeah, Vadex is just waiting for the side of
Freaks turning on
Krypto to play up, and does take 3, does take Sharpie out as well. Vadex having a beast of a game early on in this uplink, doing quite well. Finds another one, unfortunately does get taken out by carries. Scorpio has the ball in hand, looking for some points, does get taken out, and Sharky left alive together. They need to do something, as the scores are still currently 1 apiece, all tied up. Krypto, Bravado, everyone looking good, but Vadex just looking brilliant.
Yeah, Vadex is definitely lead slayer for his team at the moment. Lithium, no, I don't want to say disappointing, but I actually feel like he is disappointing a bit. You have that incredible hardpoint game, and then incredible SCP game, and then with uplink you go negative. I do get that it's only a few minutes in the game, but ooh, Scorpio is going massive for his team at the moment, getting 3 down on the side of Krypto. Will they get the 1?
Scorpio
with
some more kills
the
there.
3-piece.
But 50 seconds left to play. Sharky has the ball in hand. He needs to push with his teammates. His teammates rather slay out, as he throws the ball down for his last teammate that just spawned in. Does receive the ball yet again, as Scaries now slays out. Unfortunately, Scorpio does take him out. Scorpio does take another, as well as Freaks. 3 down from Krypto. 30 seconds left. They need some points on the board.
I think this might just be the push that Bravado needs to get these points. We do actually see
Scorpio was looking to get the Blixum there on one of the Krypto players. Unfortunately couldn't, as 15 seconds is left to play. Lithium is there, does pick up 2. Last alive with the ball is Sharpie, and looks like these teams will be going into the break all tied up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, this is definitely not something I was expecting. I was expecting quite a lead coming from the side of Bravado, but 1-1, that just proves how tough Krypto actually are when they are playing their best, which we both know they haven't actually been doing up until this point. So this just shows that when push comes to shove, Krypto definitely know what they're doing.
Yeah, well, if we look at the specialist, Scorpio close to his overdrive, that will come in handy, and Lithium almost to his FTL, but all the people from Krypto are halfway with their specialist, so they need to pick up in the slang department. As I say that, 4 does go down from the side of Bravado. Krypto needs to take ball and play together. As I say that, 1 player does go down, so Bravado back in the advantage.
Yeah, and it's just a constant battle in middle. I just get the ball and push. I know it's not that easy, of course. I make it sound way more easier than it is. But I think we do know that Bravado has superior slaying power. So I think they just need to honestly just push up altogether, just overstack the ball. Try and take out players while the ball carrier is trying to get towards that satellite point. And yeah, just rush.
Now, Scorpio has a Trinity Rocket and his overdrive, so we'll see how he intends to use it. About 3 players down from Bravado. Krypto is now going to be looking to push up with the ball. And unfortunately, oh, there comes the streaks in from Scorpio. Does pick up Sharky. Will he pick up another one? No, does not pick up another one.
Oh, they get
Lithium did move Sharpie there, so it does take him out. Kerry takes care of business on Vadex. And we'll see now if Krypto can get some points on the board. But Scorpio having none of that, taking the ball and throwing it forward.
Yeah, I think it's maybe the best spot, just throwing the ball back instead of waiting for the team to come to you. It looks like we do see Bravado all running. Ooh, Waffle behind them all. Oh, gets seen by Scorpio. And see, Bravado just needs to push this.
Well, unfortunately, throws the ball, totally missed. And Waffle has the ball in hand. They're going to be looking to run left side at field. Might be a great push to find some points on the board, but Lithium takes out, Scorpio takes one out as well. 2 left alive from Krypto. Only Sharky unfortunately does not get the Blixum in there on Freaks, as he now pushes field as well. Scorpio has the ball in hand, has overdrive. We'll see if he uses it.
And we see Vadex actually in the spawn of Krypto.
Vadex popped his active camo.
Oh, but unfortunately taking out the wrong player.
No idea why he popped active camo there, but the lead has changed hands. 1 pointer did come in there from Bravado, as they now have a 1-point lead. 2 minutes left to play. Krypto needs on points on the board to bring things equal. I think player 3, being Scorpio, is back in the spawn, so he doesn't need to worry about that ball being thrown over, as it got reset. But the ball in the hands of Waffle, looking for some points.
So we might see the one, possibly 2-pointer.
One toss comes in, he does find it.
See the 1-pointer.
Very crucial, brings it back to 2 apiece. 1 minute 30 seconds left to play. Who's gonna win this?
I don't know, this might even go into overtime, to be completely honest with you.
Ball does get thrown forward, but as we can see, the specialist comes in hand. Astro Lithium has the ball. He's Lemon, he needs to be taken out. 2 points comes in there.
Oh, they get the 2 points.
So a dunk needs to come in from Krypto ASAP, or it's all over. And it looks like Bravado is gonna run the ball again, throws it over. Who's gonna pick it up? Lithium does pick it up. He throws the ball, does get a 1-pointer. So it's a 2-point ball play. They need to score twice.
Could this be the end? Is this Bravado taking the win? It seems like it's likely. It seems like this is the end for Krypto in the winners bracket.
Krypto needs to find that ball ASAP. 30 seconds left to play, and I do think that's game. Bravado takes it 3-0 over the side of Krypto, as
oh, Vadex getting that beautiful 2-piece on Keres.
Bravado just too strong for the side of Krypto, as they get another throw in there. Unfortunately, they do not get that in a form of a 1 point, but Keres stopped
going absolutely off.
Keres stopped playing. And looks like overdrive is used. Another 2-pointer comes in. 7-2 for Bravado. They take the series 3-0 over Krypto. Just too strong, dominating performance from them, and send Krypto down to the losers bracket, where I do think they will be facing another good team, and maybe the forms of EN over 18, or between Vinco and White Rabbit. We'll see what happens there. But Bravado marches on to the winners bracket final. We'll see who they will be met with, as the other match taking place is Ventus versus EN/50/50. Don't know what's going down there. I'll keep you guys updated on my Twitter page at @D_Dallas, as you see my name on the screen before you. and you guys can follow me there. I'll give you um, uh, all these scores through there, keep you guys updated, and then please subscribe to my channel and do like the video, as it does help quite a lot. And I'll check you at the next one. As I said, I'll tweet out when the next stream is. I think it will be between White Rabbit. Just have a look for you. It will be between Right Rabbit and Ving. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll keep you guys updated on my Twitter. Please follow me there. And thanks, Laik. I think that's how you say his name. He did neutral that one, so thanks to him. And thanks to Brandon once again co-casting with me. We'll see you later, and thanks for viewing this with us. Cheers.